Okay, let's just jump right into this explainer. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth while others are constantly treading water, even if they make great money? Today, we're diving into our source material to explore that exact question: why people actually struggle with money. We're going to unpack the hidden financial traps that keep millions broke, so you can see exactly where the leaks in a personal financial system usually happen.
To really grasp this, picture two different people. They both start out on day one at the exact same job, making the exact same salary, same industry, same take-home pay, right? But skip ahead 2.5 years, and a series of seemingly tiny, insignificant daily decisions began to snowball. A $5 coffee here, a missed credit card payment there. By the time we hit year 5, their financial realities have completely, drastically diverged.
Look at how crazy this outcome is after those 5 years. Earner number 1 owns investments, has a rock-solid cash cushion in the bank, and is totally on track for retirement. But earner number 2, who made the exact same salary, remember, is drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and honestly wondering where the heck all their hard-earned money went. This split, it isn't about luck. It's definitely not about stumbling onto some magical secret investment. It is entirely about daily behavior. So, to understand why this happens, we're going to group 10 common financial mistakes into 4 big behavioral themes: losing track of daily cash, the high cost of status, missing the growth window, and the ultimate wealth killers. And then we'll wrap up with a plan for breaking the financial cycle. Let's get into it.
Theme number 1, losing track of daily cash. This covers mistakes number 10, 9, and 4.
This cycle right here illustrates a super dangerous cause and effect trap. It all kicks off with not having a budget. So many people know exactly how many hours they worked in a month, but they have absolutely zero clue where their paycheck went. Without a budget, your cash just sort of evaporates on random unnecessary stuff. See, a budget doesn't restrict you, it gives your money a job to do. But without one, you slide right into living paycheck to paycheck. When every single dollar is spent before it even hits your bank account, you have zero emergency fund. So just one unexpected thing, like a flat tire or a medical bill, creates an instant crisis. And the most frustrating part is lifestyle inflation. You think, hey, a raise will fix everything. But if you suffer from lifestyle inflation, you just upgrade your life to match that new income. You get a bigger house, a fancier car, but you never actually increase your savings. You're just stuck right back at square one. Moving on to theme 2, the high cost of status. This is mistake number 8. This one's a classic. A massive chunk of people spend a huge portion of their income trying to look wealthy instead of actually doing the hard work to become wealthy. We're talking about getting a brand new luxury phone every single year, buying designer clothes, or financing a ridiculously expensive car with a monthly payment you can barely swing. Spending your cash to impress others, especially people you don't even really like, is a massive drain on your resources. It's basically a performance, and man, is it an expensive one to keep up. This hits the nail on the head when it comes to a huge financial dichotomy. True wealth is usually totally invisible to the outside world. It's the boring index fund sitting quietly in a brokerage account. It's a fully funded emergency savings stash. It's the total absence of credit card debt. Visible spending is loud, sure, but real wealth whispers. If you're spending all your cash to project this image of wealth, you literally have nothing left to actually build it.
Missing the growth window. This covers mistakes number 7, 6, and 5.
Time acts like two opposing forces when it comes to your money. On the one hand, you have the mistake of ignoring high-interest debt, like a revolving credit card balance. The longer you let that sit unpaid, the more impossibly expensive it gets, because that interest is compounding rapidly against you. But on the flip side, we see the exact opposite mistake: waiting to start investing. People always say, "Oh, I'll invest when I make more money." But actually, time is the single most valuable asset you have as an investor. By waiting, you miss out on the incredible power of compounding working for you. Getting started early, even if it's just with a few bucks a week, makes a truly massive difference over the long haul.
Here's another massive vulnerability when it comes to your income: depending 100% on one single source of cash flow. Just imagine your entire financial life resting on one single fragile pillar. What happens if that one income stream just vanishes tomorrow because of a layoff, a sudden illness, or a bad economy? The scary reality is that your entire financial foundation would crumble instantly. That fragile reality is exactly why financially successful folks aggressively work toward diversifying their income. They want to build up their overall financial resilience, so they build out from that single source. Maybe they start doing some freelance work on the weekends. They prioritize investing so their money literally pays them dividends. Or they might create and sell digital products or start a small side hustle. By creating multiple streams, they make sure that if one stream dries up, the river keeps right on flowing.
That brings us to theme 4, the ultimate wealth killers. Mistakes number 3, 2, and 1.
You know, there's a really tragic irony with financial education. We spend decades in school and in our early careers learning how to earn a paycheck, but we dedicate almost zero time to learning how to actually manage that money. There's the slow, steady path, reading books, listening to financial podcasts, basically treating knowledge like a high-return investment. But instead of doing that, so many people fall for a dangerous trap, trying to get rich quick. Let's be real. If something promises guaranteed massive returns or claims you can double your money in a week, it's almost certainly a scam. True wealth building is a long-term game built on patience and discipline, not a lucky lottery ticket.
Which brings us to mistake number 1, the absolute biggest financial pitfall of them all. This is the one that keeps millions and millions of people struggling year after year, despite having the best intentions in the world.
And that mistake is doing absolutely nothing. There is just this massive, glaring gap between having knowledge and actually executing on it. You can consume all the knowledge in the universe, right? You can watch countless financial videos, read a whole library of money books, and draw up these perfectly optimized, color-coded spreadsheets. But having that knowledge without actually taking small, consistent actions, it changes absolutely nothing. Action is the bridge. Actually sitting down and making that budget, actually moving $50 into your savings account, actually hitting submit on that extra credit card payment. So how do we take all of this rather sobering information and actually use it to change our financial trajectory?
Section 5. Breaking the financial cycle. Let's wrap up with some final thoughts.
I think the most empowering takeaway from our source material today is this. Struggling financially isn't always about the size of your salary. A lot of the time, it's entirely about the financial habits you mindlessly repeat, month in and month out. It goes right back to those tiny daily decisions we talked about at the very beginning of this explainer. But here is the incredibly good news. Habits can absolutely be changed. You don't need to magically overhaul your entire life overnight. The path to lasting wealth is built just one better decision at a time. The source material lays out a super simple, actionable plan. Just pick one mistake we covered today. Maybe it's lifestyle inflation, or maybe it's not having a budget. Just commit to fixing that one single thing this week. Once you have that under control, then you just move on to the next one. I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative thought to carry with you as you close out this explainer and go about the rest of your day. Take a really objective look at your own habits. Which specific financial mistake have you decided to finally stop making today? Answer that honestly. Take the action and start building your lasting wealth.